Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible is only one of the many great ideas and recreations he does as a stop-motion artist.
And we are honored to have him with us today. And he's with us from Paris, France. Welcome to the Visual Content Creator. Welcome, Victor.
Hello.
So Victor, tell us, how do you come up with these ideas for your work, like Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible, for example?
This Tom Cruise actually was a commission work from Arte. Maybe you know Arte is a Germano-French TV. When they make a thema about some actors or some directors, they ask me, "Hey, Victor, can you do something about someone?" And this time it was Tom Cruise. And you are almost free, but just please, can you deliver it for next week? So no, it's not actually next week. Is usually it's 3 weeks, which is pretty short. I actually love it because it gives a lot of spontaneity. It means that I have no time to think. Just take the first ideas and they have to be good.
Maybe first of all, for all those who don't know how stop motion works, you did a tutorial, or behind the scenes rather.
So one practical question: so you let the camera, you just let it run when you have built all the material. You position it and you just let the camera run, and you move it a little bit forward. You move the figure a little bit. You move it a little bit forward, and so on and so on. Or do you have like an interval recording on your camera? How do you technically do that?
Technically, I use a software named Dragon Frame, which is a stop motion assistant, which doesn't replace an animator, but it helps a lot. So it actually controls the camera, which means that basically you have an object. Let's say this is the object. You have the camera, and you move the object. You press enter, and then it takes a picture. You move the object, and so on. And each time each time you're happy with the movement, you take a picture.
How long did it take you to realize this small piece with Tom Cruise and the motorcycle, for example?
You have to imagine that to shoot 1 second of stop motion, you need an hour to shoot. So basically, it's about 30 seconds of animation, this one. So it's about 30 hours of work. I like to show people that it's not magic. I mean, everybody can do it. That's my my main direction. Like, if I can do it, everybody can do it. It's just a lot of practice, but and a lot of how to do it the laziest way. This is my way of thinking. Like, I think I take a lot of time to find how to do it the faster. So I think a lot to work the less.
It's really funny that you say that you're lazy, because when you talk to the community, everybody is like, "Whoa, this is awesome work. This is so detailed and well prepared, and this is so cool." And so now you say, "Well, I'm actually only lazy and just want to get it done." And this is a very interesting contradiction.
I know.
I think you're known to be one of the fastest stop motion artists as well, like in the working process. And when you take a look at the output output on your channel, I think this is amazing how much work you do.
Okay, with a lot of modesty, I'm pretty fast, and that's because I think okay, I'm doing it for 15 years now, and I know a lot of tips to make it faster. Like I know it will be okay without being so precise, and I know some people are really, really, really precise, and they take a lot of time to make these tiny millimeters. That I know people won't care, so I say let's go for it. There is another tip for animators is when you make when you make a mistake from a frame to another, sometimes people try to correct the mistake, and it takes a long time to do it. So my tips is do not correct the mistake, push it further. So it will be faster to not correct it and just keep going. That's it.
So do you combine all the jobs necessary? So you're more or less cameraman or photographer, then you're modeling, you're editing, and you do all of this, or do you have a team members and they're specialized in anything like apart from that?
It all depends on the budget. So as low is the budget, as much as I have to do, and as big is the budget, as more I have a full cinema crew for me. I work a lot with a model designer named Coralie, which you can go and watch her what she does on Instagram. She's amazing because she is very precise and patient, and she hates me because she makes amazing clay modeling and I destroy them, and I give back to her. Like when we did the Tarantino movie, she made tiny blood spots, tiny explosion, and I used everything. It was amazing. And at the end, I put all together in a box and I gave it back to her. And she was like, you're such a disgusting guy. You trash everything.
But she's still working with you?
Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay.
So Victor, what is your background? I mean, how did you get into stop motion filming, more or less?
Actually, I wanted to be a plane pilot, so I made physics studies and mathematics studies a lot. And as much as I was studying, I discovered clay, animation, and video. One day I started to animate because I discovered it was possible to do. So I took a piece of clay and start to model it. And the more I do that, the more I was living plane and scientific studies. And then I follow a girl in Prague and I enter a school, cinema school, the Prague Cinema School, FAMU. And then I discover everything I know about cinema and animation, and it was such a discovery, suddenly I knew I wanted to do that.
When I took a look at the videos on your Instagram account, for example, there were some videos where I thought like, wow, they're just amazing, but I still know somehow how he did it. And then there were some other videos and I thought like, no clue how he did it. So maybe, and one thing was like with the teddy bear falling down the stairs. So Victor, how is it possible to do these moves with a teddy bear?
This is an old bear that I bought for a music video initially, and then it was in my workshop. When I started again to animate, I said, "Hey, why not using this bear?" So now is one of my most famous character because I use it a lot, and he has a wire inside all the puppet, so it becomes a puppet, and I can place it any position, and then I do it. It's like a piece of clay, you know. So I just move it and take pictures, and yes, he has what we call a rig, which is a support to keep a stand to keep it in the air, and then I have to remove and erase this frame by frame.
I wanted to refer once to the Expedia, to the new one or the older one with a couple in the car. There was not too much clay and so involved, but real actors. And I was wondering how it is for these actors to lay on the ground, and it's probably like, okay, move a little bit to this and then this. And so, like, how is it for actors to work with you?
It's awful. It's actually there are it's the animating actors is named pixelation. So it's a range of the stop. It's a part of the stop motion, and usually when we start to do pixelation with real actors, I take them in a small room. We start to talk, and I tell them, okay, you have to keep position for like long time. And they say, oh, no worries, I'm an actor, you know. And after 10 minutes, they say, mommy, it's hurting, you know. So they are all the same. But what I tell them is that first, you keep the position. Then it starts to hurt. So just keep the position. And after that, you won't feel anymore your arm. So then you can stay hours because you feel nothing. And it works. The climbing scene that took 5 hours to animate, and they were smiling, you know, just for between each frame they were like, and then before pressing enter, I was saying smile and picture. So it was really hard for them, and I thank them a lot again, but they were happy with the result.
How much time do you have for your own projects? The things you do on Instagram, there's a lot of work that you do for your clients, of course. But how do you manage to find time to do this for yourself and for your own creativity?
I don't have any more. No, at the beginning. So it all started in beginning of 2018. I decided that I need to kick my ass. I had like 10 followers. It was only my friends on Instagram, and I decided to make every week a new loop. And at the end of 2018, I had 52 loops, and I was more known. And it had a lot of success that I couldn't imagine. And also I started to work with Arte, where who liked what I did, and they said, hey, we want exactly what you did, but for us. So I started to make commission, and I was still doing the actual director representation with design at the same moment, but then it was very parallel. Now it's all together. And now, yeah, it's true that when you look at my Instagram page, there are almost only commission. So I'm very happy because they asked me to do what I usually do for personal work, but I'm paid for it. So it's great.
What are the most important tips from you to people who want to start getting into stop motion, like some very crucial things that you have to, well, take into regard?
I would suggest to start, just grab a piece of clay, a webcam, and start to animate. And be careful with the camera. It has to be steady. Be careful with the light. It has to be steady too. Don't wear white shirt because it reflects the light. And then once you're done, show it to people. And if your parents likes it, that means that is shit. And so show it to other people.
Okay, so Victor, thank you so much for joining us. I think we've learned a lot. We've laughed a lot, truly. That was a great experience.
If you want to know more about stop motion and have any questions to him, feel free to put them in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to our channel. And we are very, very happy to see you the next time. Thanks for being with us, Victor. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Go well.